Today I want to tell you that you're in a prison. We're all in a prison. Not a real prison, but those prisons can be the realities that we live with day by day, that we seek to escape from and find ourselves stuck in. For some it's physical, others it's emotional, some it's mental. But in this video, I want to share 3 powerful steps to break out of your prison. So I'm making this video actually in North Carolina State Penitentiary to teach you how to escape prison. I probably shouldn't say that. That'll probably get me fired. What I really mean to say is I work at a state penitentiary as a physician assistant, and that's why I'm recording this video here. But just a coincidence. But just to go into the details of why I think this video is important. You see, many patients I work with and clients, they struggle with addictions. They may not be addictions to drugs, but they're addictions to bad habits. Things that are keeping them stuck in their situation, especially when it comes to their health. But these steps I'm going to share with you, they apply to all, because it's not just physical prisons that we live in when it comes to our health, but they're also mental and emotional prisons that we find ourselves stuck in that also compromise our health, right? Things that we do to ourselves as a result of things that have been done to us, or environments that we live in, the families we grew up in, a lot of hang-ups, a lot of trauma that we got to work through. And these things serve as obstacles towards goals that we set for ourselves. And we find ourselves year after year, just trying to do the best we can, not really thriving, but just surviving. So from my experience, I want to share 3 steps that I believe can be powerful ways to break down those walls and gain victory in the areas that really keep us trapped. Just a quick summary of who I am. I'm a physician assistant, and I've been working in family medicine for the past 4 years. I also have a bachelor's in theology, and for 15 plus years I've been involved in church ministry, counseling, and mentorship. Step number one is key. You have to understand that you are the warden of your prison. Only you can escape you. See, as the warden of your prison, you understand that you have the keys to unlock the doors. You just got to learn how to use them. The power truly is in your hands. Only you can free you. This is a very, very powerful step to understand. And why step number 1 is because you really can't even get to step 2 or 3 unless you understand the importance of step 1. You have the power to unlock yourself. Take back that power and understand that unless you accept this power, you will always remain a prisoner. Step number 2 is also a powerful step, and I would say probably of the 3 my most favorite to rely upon. And that step is to seek the authority of a higher power. Okay? Understand you're not alone in your struggle. There is a higher power that is waiting for you to call upon it. And we can understand this even in a more mundane or secular thought process, because when someone's in real prison, right, their sentence can be commuted or reduced by the authority of a higher power, right? It doesn't matter what you did, what crime you committed. If you get someone powerful enough, they can get you out of jail, right? Or they can assist you in the process of setting you free. Believing that there is a power higher than yourself that can help you in this process is key. And of course, when I say higher power, there's a lot of faiths and a lot of religions that are out there, but you have an advantage over those who don't believe in anything. All right. Studies even show, there's a book by Dan Buettner called The Blue Zones, a book that basically goes throughout the whole world and examines longevity practices, the practices of those who are living the longest in this world. And in this study, he reports those who attend religious services decrease their risk of death by 35% for the next 7 years. There's something to that, right? There's something to believing in a power and authority that is higher than yourself. But this doesn't have to just point to a power outside this world. This also points to the powers that are in this world around us. See, when you're seeking the authority of a counselor, right, that specializes in trauma, for example, or a physician, that specializes in lifestyle or natural medicine, or a health coach that helps you, guide you through the difficult situations or decisions you have to make. These are also sources of authority, of higher power. When you can rely on yourself, sure, and you can get very far in just relying on yourself. But when you believe in seeking the authority of a higher power, you're not going to work by yourself. You're going to seek the help of those who are experts in their field, authority in a way, to help you use your keys to set yourself free. Seek the authority of a higher power. Step number 2. Step number 3 is also very powerful. And I think if you stopped at step 1 and 2 and did not execute step 3, you'll find yourself falling and failing ultimately. Step number 3 is simple. Look not at your chains. Look at the reward. See, if we look at our chains, we can be overwhelmed, right? And it's easy to have excuses. I mean, let me say this. We all have excuses when it comes to doing better in our lives. So many obstacles, so many good reasons to just give up. But instead of looking at those reasons, and you know who you are, you know what reasons or excuses you've been using, stop looking at them. Start looking at your reward instead. The reasons to give up will always be there, and they'll always be overwhelming. But when we look at the reward, right, or the crown, right, that comes at the end of that race, and keep our eyes on that, we find power to break every chain. Because there is not going to be a reward without a struggle. So you have to find a motivation to keep you going through the struggle, keep you jumping every hurdle, because hurdles will come, obstacles will come. They're not getting out of your way. You've got to find a way to surpass them, and the only way to surpass them is by looking up, not down. One powerfully effective way to do this is through a vision board. Just in case you don't know, a vision board is basically a collection or a collage of pictures or words that evoke a thought that help point you towards what you want to see in your life, what you want to obtain. It could be a 5-year goal, it could be a 1-year goal, it could be a goal for next week. But if you have a vision board or create a vision board, which is very easy to do, you could keep that in your bedroom, you could put it on your fridge, you could keep it in your car, places that you go to frequently to remind yourself of why you need to break through these chains. You don't have time to make a vision board? Then just write down your vision, write down your goals, and put them always before you. You see, the giants in your life are only as big as you make them. The reality is, the harder the battle, the greater the victory. The greater the test, the greater the testimony. So, look not to your chains. Look at your rewards. So, I hope you enjoyed listening to today's talk on how to break through the prisons that we find ourselves bound in. The 3 steps, I hope that you can put into practice and really achieve things you never were able to achieve before. So of course, as always, I extend an opportunity to join my Facebook group if you want to get more encouragement and more information on diabetes reversal, but also health in general. Then the link is in the description section below. As always, this is Diabetes 180, and I'll see you in the next video.